Welcome to another exciting episode of Wrap It Up. I'm Nonkazi Mulogini, and thank you so much for joining us. The first episode of 2020, and you are here. Now, the first few days of 2020 started off on a rather sad note when we found out that activist, icon, and entrepreneur Richard Maponya passed away at the age of 99 years after a short illness. The man is synonymous with business in South Africa and also breaking barriers at a time where it was impossible for a black man to start businesses or own businesses. So he leaves a legacy, and one of the things that's known in his legacy is the ever so famous Maponya Mall that's based in Soweto. He leaves behind 10 children, and the country is saddened by his death, and also learning that you can break barriers as long as you put your mind to it and you focus. May his soul rest in peace. Another one that we saw trending is of the online admission system that is failing the parents. Parents are complaining, parents are displeased about this online admission process that's taking place. And as I'm talking to you, about 14,000 learners are still not placed for the year 2020. Can you believe it? At this time of the year, parents are still frustrated. They can't buy uniform, they can't buy stationery because their children have not yet been placed. So I agree with these parents that something really needs to be done. This system is not on. Ever since this system has been introduced, there have been a lot of problems. I was watching the visuals on television. A lot of parents are frustrated, just waiting in uncertainty as to where their children are going to be placed. I'm a witness of this. I registered my nieces about a year or two ago, and I was right on time. And towards the end of the year, when I just went again to make sure that their placement is correct, they were placed in another school way far from the school that I registered them at. So it was a matter of me going back to the Gauteng Department of Education, going to the district office and making sure that their process, or rather the application process, is done the way I wanted it to be done. And it was a process, but it was done. So this online system has to really be looked at again. Give your views on that story. Another one we saw trending is of the release of the Matric Results for the class of 2019, in which they achieved an overall achievement of 81.3%. And the Basic Education Minister, ANC, is quite pleased with the results, saying that it actually went higher by 3.1% compared to the 2018 Matric Results. And she says this is the highest in 25 years. I was actually looking at the videos and the images on television of different learners across different provinces that achieved a lot of distinctions, some of them getting bursaries and scholarships, and we are so proud of you. And you who did not make it, do not get discouraged. There's always a second chance and a third chance for you to rewrite your matric. Just put in twice the effort, twice the determination, twice the focus, and you will find that you'll get even greater results. So congratulations to all of you. Now, another one we saw trending is the ANC celebrating its 108th birthday in Kimberley in the Northern Cape, where a lot of supporters from different provinces came through. I'm talking KZN, Eastern Cape, and many other provinces across South Africa, as well as dignitaries from South Africa and abroad actually came to this celebration. And the supporters were all reiterating one message to the ANC to say, this year, do something about the unemployment rate, because it is fast scourging South Africa, and a lot of youngsters are troubled by this, as most of them are seated at home and most of them are qualified. So ANC needs to look into that. I mean, we saw last year with a whopping 29.1%, which was the highest unemployment rate in 11 years. So this is 2020. Can we deal with other problems other than unemployment, poverty, and move on to other socio-economic issues? Give your views on that story. We also saw Eskom refuting the report that there could be stage 8 load shedding. And I said to myself, but the possibility is very high. I mean, last year in December, President Cyril Ramaphosa told us that, rather, a message from Eskom, he told us that we will not be experiencing load shedding until the 13th of January. What happened? We saw load shedding even way before the 13th of January. So what are the chances that we will not have stage 8 load shedding? So Eskom really needs to put its things in place. I know they said that they are having contingency plans rather, to actually curb the system and make sure that it does not reach a shutdown and things like that. But really, we are tired. I'm also tired of covering Eskom in almost, I don't know, 3 in 8 episodes of Wrap It Up. So can we have good news when it comes to Eskom, please? Right, moving further afield, we saw Markel actually catching a flight to Canada, or rather to Canada, to actually reunite with her 8-month-old son. And they also dropped a bombshell of news with her husband. The couple announced to the royalties that they will actually be stepping away from senior royal duties, and they want to focus on having more financial stability. And the royalties, they really didn't take the news quite well. They were really thrown aback, and I'm really putting myself in their shoes. I mean, they are new parents, they want to find stability and just get this parenting thing and their finances together, as well as other areas in their lives. So I hope that the royalties will go easy on them. And we also saw wait for it. We saw a Zambian pastor introducing anointed underwears. When I saw this, I was like, that emoji that goes something like, I don't know whether the person is cringing or whatnot. That's what happened in my mind. I was like, anointed underwears. The first question I asked myself, how is this announced in church when it comes to announcements for sales maybe? How is it announced that they are anointed underwears? And apparently it said that these underwears are there to help women from women-related diseases, and that if they walk in the streets, men will get attracted to them and marry them, and it will solve a lot of women-related problems. I want to find out from you, what are your views on that story? Because when I heard of this anointed underwears, I asked myself, what is next? So do give your views on that story. Now, that's a wrap up of all the week's most trending stories that I had for you. Remember to like, to share, and to subscribe to my channel. Wrap it up. It's been wonderful. I'll be back again next week.